Welcome to Power of Becoming. This is for the ones rebuilding themselves in silence. In the next few minutes, I'll give you one idea that can shift your entire life. Let's begin. Success is one of the most talked about ideas in the world, and also one of the most misunderstood. We grow up surrounded by shiny stories. The overnight breakthrough, the viral moment, the genius who just had it, the business that exploded out of a garage, the athlete who seemingly rose from nowhere. These stories are not always lies, but they are almost always incomplete. They are highlight reels. They skip the boring parts, the brutal parts, the parts that don't sell well. And if there's one thing you deserve to hear, it's the hard truth about success, not to discourage you, but to set you free from fantasy and anchor you in reality. The hard truth is that success usually doesn't feel like success while you're earning it. It feels like uncertainty, like slow progress, like being tired when you wish you weren't, like doing work that doesn't get applauded, like wondering if you're wasting your time. The hard truth is that if you wait to feel successful before you commit, you'll never commit long enough to become successful, because the path doesn't hand out confidence first. The path hands out tasks first, and confidence is the receipt you get after you've already paid. Success is not a personality trait. It's not a golden ticket hidden in certain bloodlines or rare brains. It's not a magical blessing reserved for a handful of chosen people. Success is a system. It is boring in its structure and ruthless in its demands. It asks you to show up on days when you don't want to. It asks you to do the obvious things consistently. It asks you to repeat what works, stop what doesn't, and keep doing that longer than your excuses can survive. People love to talk about motivation, but motivation is fragile. It's a spark, not a stove. The hard truth is that if you rely on motivation, you will quit, because motivation comes and goes. The weather changes, your mood changes, your energy changes. Life punches you in the mouth. Motivation can't carry you through that. Discipline can. Systems can. A clear identity can. Motivation is what helps you start. Discipline is what helps you finish. Let's be honest about something else. Success takes longer than you think. Way longer. And not because you're incapable, not because it's impossible, but because real growth is slow. Skill is slow. Trust is slow. Mastery is slow. Most people aren't failing because they're doing the wrong thing. They're failing because they don't do the right thing for long enough. They quit in the valley, right before the first real slope starts to rise. The hard truth about success is that your timeline will humiliate your expectations. You'll imagine it happening in months, and it may take years. You'll think you're behind. And then one day you'll realize you were just early to the hard part. You'll compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20 and call yourself a failure. But the truth is, progress isn't linear, and comparison is a thief with a polite smile. It destroys your patience and robs your focus. Success is not about doing more things. It's about doing fewer things better and doing them longer. That means you will have to say no. The hard truth is that success costs you options. When you're starting out, you can do anything. When you're serious, you must choose something. And choosing something means rejecting countless other paths. People want success, but they don't want the commitment that makes success possible. They want to keep every door open, but you can't walk through every door at once. You have to pick one, close the others, and accept the loneliness of focus. Another hard truth: talent is overrated. Not useless, just overrated. Talent is a multiplier, not a substitute. If your effort is 0, your talent multiplies 0. If your consistency is weak, talent becomes a slow disappointment. There are talented people everywhere. But the world is not short on talent. It's short on follow-through. It's short on people who keep going when the novelty fades. It's short on people who can tolerate being bad at something before they become good. The difference between gifted and great is not the gift, it's the grind. And yes, grind is not a glamorous word. That's why people avoid it, but it's still the truth. Success is repetition refined, the same fundamentals, done again and again, slightly better each time. The emails, the practice, the drafts, the workouts, the learning, the rejections, the attempts, the failures, the quiet hours when no one is watching. You don't become successful by being impressive once. You become successful by being persistent always. Success demands that you develop a relationship with failure, not a fake relationship where you tell yourself failure doesn't hurt. It hurts. It's embarrassing. It's discouraging. Sometimes it's expensive. Sometimes it breaks your heart. The hard truth is that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Failure is tuition. You're paying for experience. Every attempt that doesn't work is one attempt closer to what does, if you learn. If you don't learn, you just keep paying for the same class. There's a quiet truth here too. You will have to become a different person to reach a different life. The version of you that wants success is not always the version of you that can handle it. Success isn't only about what you're chasing. It's about what you're willing to change. Your habits, your standards, your circle, your tolerance for discomfort, your ability to delay pleasure, your ability to stay calm when things move slowly, your ability to forgive yourself but not lower your goals. The hard truth is that you can't cling to old comforts and still grow into new results. And because you'll have to change, some people won't like the new you. Let's talk about that. When you start taking your goals seriously, your environment shifts. Sometimes subtly, sometimes violently. You might lose friends. You might hear jokes that aren't really jokes. You might feel pressure to stay small, because your growth makes other people feel exposed. The hard truth is that not everyone who loves you will understand your path, and not everyone who understands your path will stay. Success can be lonely, not because you become better than others, but because you become different from your previous self. And that difference changes relationships. Here's another hard truth. No one is coming to save you. Not a mentor, not a perfect opportunity, not a lucky break, not a future version of you with more confidence. If you want something, you have to take responsibility for it. Even when you're tired, even when you're scared, even when life is unfair, responsibility is heavy, but it's also power. The moment you stop waiting for rescue is the moment your progress speeds up. Because you stop outsourcing your future to chance and start building it with choices. Let's face the ugly truth. Life is not equal. Some people start ahead. Some people get opportunities you won't get. Some people meet the right person at the right time. Some people have support you don't have. That's real. That's unfair. That's frustrating. But the hard truth is that fairness is not a strategy. If you need reality to be fair before you act, you will never act. You don't control your starting line. You control your steps. The only comparison that matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are practicing to become today. Success also requires being misunderstood for a while. Because when you're in the middle of building something, it doesn't look like building. It looks like obsession. It looks like stubbornness. It looks like you're running in place. People don't see the invisible progress. They don't see your internal upgrades. They don't see the foundation forming underground. So they assume nothing is happening. The hard truth is that your results will lag behind your effort. You'll be changing long before the world sees it, and you have to learn to keep going anyway. The people who make it are not the ones who never doubt. They're the ones who don't let doubt drive. Doubt is normal. Fear is normal. The hard truth is that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in spite of fear. If you wait to be fearless, you'll wait forever. Success is not built by fearless people. It's built by people who are afraid and still show up. You also have to get honest about priorities. We say we want success, but our calendars tell a different story. Our habits tell a different story. Our screens tell a different story. The hard truth is that you don't get what you want. You get what you do. Wanting success and working for success are not the same life. If your days are full of distractions, your future will be full of regret. If your days are full of deliberate practice, your future will be full of options. They think they're lacking some secret ingredient. They think they need a new strategy, a new trick, a new hack. But most of the time, they don't need new information. They need new consistency. They need to do the fundamentals. Sleep, health, deep work, learning, repetition, feedback, patience. The hard truth is that success is simple, but it is not easy. The simplicity is what makes it insulting. Because we want a dramatic answer. We want a miracle. But the miracle is usually a schedule. Let's talk about sacrifice. People hate that word. But what is sacrifice really? It's choosing one future over another. It's saying no to what you want right now in order to say yes to what you want most. Success requires sacrifice, not because life wants to punish you, but because time is limited, energy is limited, attention is limited. The hard truth is that every yes is a no to something else. If you say yes to comfort, you say no to growth. If you say yes to distraction, you say no to mastery. If you say yes to procrastination, you say no to your own potential. Sacrifice doesn't mean misery. It means alignment. It means your actions match your values. And that alignment feels good, even when it's hard. But you have to be willing to feel discomfort without making it mean you're on the wrong path. Discomfort is the currency of change. The hard truth is that if you aren't uncomfortable, you probably aren't growing. And if you're growing, you'll be uncomfortable often. Success also wants you to stop romanticizing the finish line, because there isn't one. There is no moment where life permanently becomes easy. There is no level where you stop needing to learn. There is no point where insecurity never visits again. Every new level brings new problems, new responsibilities, new expectations, new fears. The hard truth about success is that it doesn't cure your humanity. It upgrades your challenges. And here's the surprising part. Many people reach what they once called success and still feel empty. Why? Because they chased a symbol, not a purpose. They chased applause, not meaning. They chased a number, not a life. The hard truth is that success without direction becomes a treadmill. You can run faster and still go nowhere. If you don't define what success means to you deeply, personally, honestly, you risk living someone else's dream in your body. So define it, not by what looks good online, not by what impresses strangers, not by what your family expects. Define it by what makes you proud at night when no one is clapping. Define it by how you want to spend your time, who you want to become, what you want to contribute. The hard truth is that clarity is priceless and confusion is expensive. You want another hard truth? Your environment shapes you more than your willpower does. If you stay around people who normalize excuses, you will become more fluent in excuses. If you stay around people who normalize laziness, your standards will quietly decay. If you stay around people who constantly complain, you'll start believing the world is the enemy. The hard truth is that your circle is either a greenhouse or a graveyard. Choose carefully. And even if you can't change your circle immediately, you can change your inputs, what you listen to, what you read, what you let into your mind. Because your mind is soil, whatever you plant there grows. If you plant doubt, you harvest hesitation. If you plant discipline, you harvest progress. If you plant learning, you harvest skill. If you plant bitterness, you harvest excuses. The hard truth is that your future is quietly being constructed by your daily mental diet. Success requires you to become someone who tells the truth to yourself. Most people don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because they lie. They lie about why they didn't show up. They lie about how much effort they really gave. They lie about the trade-offs they're avoiding. They lie about the habits they refuse to change. The hard truth is that self-deception is a comfortable prison. The only way out is honesty. Honesty sounds like this. I'm not stuck because I don't know what to do. I'm stuck because I don't want to do what I know. I'm not behind because the world hates me. I'm behind because I keep choosing what's easy. I want growth, but I keep feeding habits that shrink me. That kind of honesty can sting, but it also wakes you up. It returns your power. Because once you see the real problem, you can fix it. Success also requires humility. That surprises people. But arrogance blocks learning. If you think you already know, you won't improve. If you think you're above feedback, you won't get better. If you think the rules don't apply to you, reality will teach you in a language you don't like. The hard truth is that the most successful people are often the most coachable. They stay students. They stay hungry. They stay aware that today's edge is tomorrow's baseline. Let's talk about work ethic in a real way. Work ethic isn't about working all the time. It's about working on the right things with full presence. It's about building skill, not just being busy. It's about deep work, not frantic motion. The hard truth is that some people work hard and still don't succeed because they're working on the wrong priorities. Success demands effort, but it also demands strategy. You need both. Grind without direction is just exhaustion. Direction without grind is just a dream. So learn to ask better questions. What is the highest value action I can take today? What skill, if improved, would change everything? What problem keeps showing up in my results? Where am I avoiding discomfort that would actually move me forward? The hard truth is that your life changes when your questions change. And since we're being real, luck is real too. Timing matters. Opportunities happen. People do get breaks. The hard truth is that luck favors movement. You can't steer a parked car. You can't catch a wave from the shore. You increase your luck by increasing your attempts, your exposure, your readiness, your relationships, your skills. Luck is an amplifier, just like talent, but it amplifies action, not waiting. One more hard truth you may need today. You will never feel fully ready. Readiness is a myth. There are only two states: prepared enough to start and willing enough to learn on the way. Most people are waiting for the moment they feel ready, but that moment is a mirage. You become ready by doing. The hard truth is that you learn by failing forward, not by thinking perfectly. So yes, success is hard. It costs time. It costs comfort. It costs ego. It costs old versions of you. It costs late nights and early mornings and boring repetition. It costs the courage to be seen trying and the resilience to be seen failing. It costs patience when you want speed. It costs focus when you want variety. It costs humility when you want praise. It costs responsibility when you want rescue. But here's the other truth, the one that makes the hard truth worth hearing. You are built for hard things. Not because you are superhuman, but because humans adapt, humans grow, humans learn. You are not a fixed person. You are a becoming person. Every day you practice, you are voting for the future version of you. Every hard choice is a brick in the foundation. Every time you show up tired, you prove to yourself that your commitment is bigger than your mood. And one day, if you keep going, you will look back and realize that what felt like slow progress was actually transformation. You weren't just working toward a goal. You were working on your identity. You were forging grit. You were building standards. You were becoming someone who can hold what you once only hoped for. So don't chase success as a fantasy. Chase it as a craft. Accept the price. Accept the pace. Accept the discomfort. Accept the lessons. Accept that you will fail, and accept that failure will teach you. Accept that your path will look ordinary most days. Accept that people won't always get it. Accept that you will doubt yourself. Accept that it will take longer than you want. Then do the work anyway. Because success isn't a lottery ticket you find. It's a person you build. And the hard truth about success is also the most empowering truth about success. It is earned, not given, not granted, not bestowed, earned by you. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.